Hello, welcome to Wednesday Night Chat. We have our returning guest. Rip the
Yes.
Tape is in the house.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, a surprise return. We didn't think he was gonna make it back.
I'm glad to be back. I'm glad you guys have me on as much as you do.
Yes, school is back, so it's just gonna be an hour show, just like normally. No more extended version of the show.
No more of the special editions.
No more special edition until the summer.
80-page special.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me open up the chat here to see what's going on with the peeps.
Hello, Batcave. I just watched your video.
Oh, Russell, you put out a new video?
Yeah, he did. He got a Golden Age book.
I saw that on Instagram. Beautiful book.
Okay.
Beautiful book, Russell. Beautiful book.
Yeah. Hello, Alex. Perfect timing.
Hey,
Yakety Yakety and RB3. RB3, you getting ready for planting crops? I heard you mention that on your last video.
Hey, Patrick, you put out a video too, right? A new video.
Today, yeah. The Fantastic Four, the Jack Kirby artist edition I got.
Yeah, my time to usually watch videos is right before I go to work. I get up really early. I have my oatmeal, and I start watching videos. And I try to get back. I'm behind on some comments too. I try to get back to everyone's comments, but that's my time. Usually after that, very rarely do I watch a video, but I save it for the morning.
Same routine: coffee, oatmeal, and I'll try to watch a couple little ones. But then usually it's lunchtime. Lately, I've been saving anyone that does a video over like 30 minutes. I save that for when I'm on the treadmill.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's the perfect time to watch.
Damien does these very introspective ones where he's talking and he's thinking a lot about modern books, which I don't read a lot. So he's kind of my Reader's Digest for modern books, and his videos usually always go over 30-some minutes. So,
yeah, if I watch a 30-minute video in the morning, I might watch one more, and then I just put everybody else in my queue for the next morning.
Yeah, Michael Dodd's the other ones I watch on the treadmill because usually it's, but I put headphones in because it's like going to toy class. I don't know if you've seen any of his videos yet, but he knows so much about the horror toys, especially.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Okay. Anybody have any unboxing to share?
I have. Did you? Patrick told me this yesterday. What's going on with Stan Lee?
I don't know. It's unsubstantiated rumors, and I think it's just someone trying to extort money from him.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
It's the whole Me Too. It's the whole Me Too movement.
Yeah, when you it's crazy. Like when you texted me yesterday, I was like, "What? What's going on?"
Well, I saw it on CBR, and you can take that for what it's worth. It was also on what's that other one? It's kind of a rag that's out there. Not Ain't It Cool? It's the other one.
I don't know.
Anyway,
it's like on the tip of my tongue.
I saw a little blurb on CNN, but then I couldn't find it again. So I don't know if they retracted it or what. But yeah, I don't know. I just, some nurses' aides accusing Stan of being kind of all hands, I guess. But
what happened? Like they were cleaning his diapers, and he said, "Oh, there's more where that came from, baby."
The most troubling thing is the words that they use to describe what he did. The phrase that caught me off guard is he, in quotes, demanded oral sex in the shower. And when I heard that, all I could picture was Stan Lee and his boiled chicken body standing in the shower, screaming at the top of his lungs.
I picture him sitting in the shower wearing the same clothes he wears every time. What is that? That horrible color clothes that he wears at every show. Yeah. He's following Neil Adams' suit of wearing the same blue shirt everywhere he goes. And that Superman tie.
Yeah, Neil Adams' shirt, though, looks like a pup tent that they cut a neck hole in.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so what's up with you, Nick?
I got, another box of that collection came in.
Oh, yeah.
So I got that. And actually, I shot a haul videos that I will load probably Friday.
Okay.
Show some of those books.
Very good.
Tomorrow, I will load a video of my first sales video. I shot that yesterday, and I did some editing to put the prices in, all that stuff. So I will load that tomorrow, my first sale video, and then a haul video Friday, and then I got to have video on Saturday.
You're busy.
It's like the back lot at Paramount at your house.
It's I got a zillion video. I mean, I went through my hard drive this past week, and I think I must have deleted and throw out a dozen videos that are like way too old and talk about things that are not even relevant anymore.
It might be fun to watch, though.
Yeah, I put everything on a flash drive. I have like 4 flash drives here because my computer can't, my laptop here can't hold that all that storage. So
yeah, no, I store a lot of them in my camera, right? I have two camera with 64 gig, and eventually they get full.
Yeah,
and I will go through them and delete videos I thought was boring or whatever, so to free up spaces. And I finally deleted a tons of video from Italy.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing those.
Yeah. So actually, I have three of those flash drives. So I have 120 something gig of space to do video and save up on my cameras. But I deleted a ton of stuff this past week because I'm just like, I think I'm rehashing a lot of stuff. I don't need to reload.
Well, Nick, when you deleted those videos from Italy, do you still have copies of them somewhere, or did it just completely gone? They're only on YouTube now.
There is a version of them on Anthony's laptop.
Okay.
That's where I did the editing.
Yeah.
So I download all the video and pictures into Anthony fancy laptop, and that's how I paste and add and clip and all that stuff. So there is one remaining, but as far as inside the camera, I delete all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
right. That was a great trip.
Fun time. I don't think I want to go back to Italy, but.
Well, I remember, like you were saying, like when you were on your way there, it was like everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Yeah, and
the loss of the computer was the worst part.
Yeah.
Loss of the computer. Well, we left the computer. We left a bag with the computer and the iPads and all the charger and everything on the shuttle from the parking lot to the check-in.
Yeah.
So when we're in Italy, in many ways it was horrible, but in hindsight it was a good thing because I have very limited camera battery on both my cameras, so I can only take so many pictures or videotape so much. So I enjoyed the trip more than the guy that run around the camera and trying to videotape everything.
Okay.
I literally have like maybe 6 hours worth of camera time. So every day I kind of allocate like a half an hour here, 50 minutes here, and that's it. No more camera running around, So it turns out okay because I think I videotaped everything that was needed. And it was fun, like I said, but I'm not sure I want to go back to Italy. I told my wife if we ever go back to Italy, it will not be in the summer.
Oh, I would imagine not. No.
Yeah. So I had the haul videos. I did go to the vault.
Oh, it's always good when he goes to the vault. What did you pull out?
Hold on, before you show books though, did you get the silica packets out?
I checked them, but they didn't change color.
Yeah.
So I didn't need to replace them.
Okay.
The last time I replaced them was when I went to pick up the Batman book.
The Batman books, yeah.
Yeah, and that is only maybe a month or 6 weeks or something like that ago. So usually one of those packs will last easily 3 months. Easily 3 months, so I don't have to worry until like probably March. But I went there to put back all the Batman book and then took some stuff out to enjoy. So I did bring home some other stuff.
Oh,
all right.
Are we going to get a sneak preview of maybe what some of this other stuff is tonight? Or is it going to be in its own video?
No, I won't do a video for them. No, I won't. Actually,
oh boy.
I took it home. I took it home more to show Anthony because I don't think Anthony has seen some of these books. So it was a treat for him to see it this weekend when I show him the book.
Okay.
But yeah, it's one of those books where if I find a raw mid-grade, lower grade book, I would definitely sell this one.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah,
Very
if I get a nice and white 5.0, this 8.0 will go.
Oh,
Okay.
that's beauty.
All right.
Look how white that is. Hold it up closer.
Yeah,
That's super hard to stay white.
Yeah.
It's just like my X-Men. It's kind of faded, my X-Men. So that's really sweet.
yeah.
Wow.
How long have you had that, Nick? Have you had that? Was that something you purchased like?
Before the TV show.
Okay.
Before YouTube.
That's definitely one I would like to get someday, but I got others first that I want to get. But
yeah, I bought that before YouTube, and many of my keys are bought between 2008 and 2012.
Okay.
2012 was a time where I started to go onto YouTube, so that's kind of like the end of me buying a lot of big keys and big slab because I'm already done.
yeah, slab madness back then.
Yeah.
Nick, back then, were you trying to catch up for what you sold a decade earlier? Or you just did, or these from some of these books you just never had?
No, it was more. A lot of them was stuff I replaced.
Yeah. Okay.
Or well, things that I recouped because I sold a higher grade. So like this Hulk.
Ooh.
Wow.
The Hulk.
Higher grade. I had a higher grade one.
What was the grade?
5.5.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's a lot of the slab that I bought in 2010, 2011 were things that I sold, like I sold my X-Men.
Yeah.
My I had a Tales of Suspense. I talked about this already.
I know. I know you hate the Tales of the Suspense 39.
Yeah. And here you go.
Amazing Fantasy 15. Nice. You got numbers 1 and 2 of the Marvel Age, Civil Age.
And it's frightening. This is why I told Anthony it's frightening what I paid for this book compared to what it is today.
I would imagine so.
Yeah,
that book is crazy.
How fast it's risen is amazing to me.
You cannot even buy a 1.0 with the money I paid for this one.
I know. I'm sure.
I think a 1.0 approaches about 10 grand.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So yeah, that's so. I let's see what else I pull out.
There's more.
Hey, did everyone out there in the chat? Did you see Dr. Von Chilla's first slab video?
No, I didn't see it.
It's the first time he's ever owned one, and he says it's the first time he's ever held one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so it was a pretty funny video, and of course the comments followed.
I gotta check that out. That's another one I gotta put on my morning to watch list.
He actually says a phrase and it will make you cringe just a bit.
Oh, he does?
He loves the word panties.
Okay, so I also pull out a bunch of raw books because I store at the vault all the high value stuff.
Nick, do you have your own vault? Just like completely, like you go to the bank and I have like this one little niche that says, Nick Vu, and
yeah, I got
a retina scan to get in.
The English Beefeater guy standing out front.
I got VIP service at the bank. Even Anthony get to see the vault this week.
Oh.
His first time, he was very happy to accompany me to the bank and see the inside of the vault.
Family vault.
It was before his winter break was over, so I said, Anthony, you want to come to the bank with me and see the vault? And he was like, why? I'm like, you want to see this? Trust me.
Want to come to the vault of horror?
So,
nice.
Inside the vault is this. I took that out for me to enjoy. You know, once a year, I like to take out this book to flip through. You know, once a year. Nothing wrong with that. This is the beauty.
Oh,
Look at how white this one is.
That's a beaut. That's a beaut. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very sharp.
Now, I bought this from the CGC forum. There's a video of it on my channel, so if you want to see the book itself, it's on the channel, the video. It was a 4.5. The previous owner cracked it out of the slabs. So I bought that. And I also bought this next book from the CGC forum. So I can't stress enough that if you want reasonable keys at reasonable price and trusted seller, you still need to agree on the grade, of course.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the X-Men #1. Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's like a mid-grade. Was that like a 5? As you were saying when you first got it?
I bought it as a 5, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem owning 5 as far as keys, or 4 or 3. You know,
you know me. You know me. I have some restoreds. I have low grades. I take what I like.
Yeah. So yes, AG Surfer. Yes. Hazel Dan is here. Saint Santanico is here as well.
I see Joker 68 popped in. That's good.
Hey, Kurt. How's it going, Kurt? Hope you're doing okay.
So yes, those are the 3. I also, took out some books that I was supposed to go to CGC earlier this week to pick up some stuff, but I did not because one of the things that I sent up to get graded is wrong as well. It's not ready yet. It's graded. It just need to be encased. It's that New Mutant graphic novel.
Oh, okay. That's the
number 4.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah, it's I submit that along with all the other books, and it's the one thing that I'm waiting for. It's graded,
What's the value on that now? I mean, I sort of stopped following that.
Well, I think my copy is about a 9.4.
Oh, nice.
I'm guessing that it's maybe $150. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw a pretty neat video today with Bob McLeod on, and he talked about that he penciled that, and they were going to have someone else ink it, and he liked to pencil and ink his own work, and he actually penciled that while he was on his honeymoon on the beach.
Oh, wow.
So next time you're looking at that book, think of Bob McLeod sitting in a chair with an umbrella drink, inking his own work. It's kind of cool. He's a pretty mellow guy. I met him last fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
IB Racing is here as well.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people. I see Hazel Dan's here, or at least half of Hazel. I think Hazel's here. Dan's not here.
Cougar is here. Cougar.
Thomas Churchill, Gotham Comics, Nerd Division.
Hey, Cougar.
Cougar came in. I see Knights of Old's here. RB3, Robert Finnefrock, AG Surfer, if I already said that. I think Rob Legend was here, but I think he had to go, so he popped in and said hello.
Yeah. I think he works right about now.
Yes, Great Legend usually worked right now, so he can't participate.
He catches them in the rewind, though.
Yep. Yeah.
So I also pull out some stuff that one of the things I toy around with the last week was like, okay, if I'm gonna go to CGC to pick up some stuff, what am I going to submit? And I came up with a few ideas. So let me see if I can.
Well, I got a book this week off my 2018 list. I don't have it in my possession yet. A friend of mine picked it up for me. So that's kind of cool when you get your feelers out there and everyone knows what you're into. It's kind of nice that he sent me a text. It had pictures of everything. He's a pretty good grader, so he told me what he thought it was, and I said offer him this much, and they took it. So it was kind of cool.
I spoke to you two guys about this. Just keep it a secret.
Yeah.
I got a big book too. for what I wanted, but
it's not the one you were telling me about.
It was the one I was telling you about.
So it happened.
Okay. Can I guess?
We could talk about it with me, Nick. We could all talk about this in private, but you know how I am. How weird I am.
I know.
Okay, so I won't guess then. I won't guess.
I think you already know.
So this is it.
I I need to get a copy of that.
I have 2 copies. I have you know, the low grade one that I show in my well presented low grade books.
Oh yeah.
I gotta check that out, that video.
And so I have that book, and I'm just like, why do I need a 9.2? You know, so I'm just like, this gonna go to CGC, and whatever it's gonna be auctioned off, whatever it's gonna be sold. So yeah.
Nick, did you ever sell that House of Secrets '92, that high grade copy you had during your first auction? Was that ever sold?
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Oh, great.
I sold it to I sold it to one of the guy in the auction at the
I
time.
remember. Yeah.
It was an 8.5.
Yeah. It was a high grade copy. It was very beautiful.
Yeah, and then I sold my 9.2 to a good friend privately.
Oh.
And then I sold the 8.0 to a guy on the CGC forum. So I'm down to just 1 copy. Ooh, you got a 6.5 now.
Yeah, it's the best I could do, but I'm very happy with it. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's about what my raw copy is. I have 1 raw left. It's about a 6.5. I can't imagine buying another copy of that book.
It's crazy.
Unless it's come from the collection that I'm buying from now.
Oh.
I told the dealer that if there's a House of Secret 92 in there, it's mine.
Yeah, I see Tim's on here. He already claimed that book you held up. So that's their lingo. They all scream claim when something comes on.
Yeah, there you go. So this will go to CGC hopefully next Monday or Tuesday, because my hope is when I log into CGC website tomorrow, that New Mutant graphic novel will be graded, slab, and then I can call them up and say, hey, can I come pick it up next? Then I will pick up, all 3 copies of New Teen Titan #2.
Oh, okay.
So those many of the slabs I picked up will be in the next sale video. The very first sale videos that have like 9 slabs in it will be loaded tomorrow. So for those in the chat room, if you are interested in buying some slabs, I have for sales.
It's gonna be a buy it now.
It will be a buy it now, best offer kind of thing. Everything is slightly below GPA. And then you can decide for yourself if you want or you don't. If you don't, no matter.
Hey, Nick, do you know what the current turnaround time is? I thought it was about 70 some days, right?
If you submit modern,
that's pretty quick.
It's on time. If you submit standard, it's on time. If you submit value, I think it's about a week or 2 behind.
Okay, because the guy I submit books with, we sent in. He sent in a bunch of orders, so all mine went in with those. So I don't know. I'm hoping to get my stuff back soon. I kind of can't wait to see how I did on those Amazing Spider-Man 300s. So.
Well, Tim asked me. He want more discount than just slightly.
You got it.
Well, like I said, it's buy it now, and then you can always make an offer. I mean, it's just like anywhere else. You can always make an offer, and the worst case scenario that can happen is I block you from future purchase.
First thing he said, go screw yourself.
No, I don't just ignore lowball. I tell you to go F off. Okay? So keep that in mind. Lowballer will be banned.
And the worst is he'll thumbs down every video that you put out.
Yes, you can find that guy.
Yeah.
The thumbs down guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I guarantee you, there will be a thumbs down in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I've been getting some thumbs down. I wonder who.
Well, it's just like Dr. Van Schiller, right? He loaded that video with him getting his first slap.
Yeah.
And man, that thumbs down comes so quick.
But the worst one was when he put the video up of his little dog, and within not even 10 seconds, I think that thing got a thumbs down.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's just a troll in the
yeah.
following few people.
I was so proud though. I got a thumbs down a couple videos ago. It was my first one ever.
Now maybe if you get another one, maybe you can.
I made it. I made it, Mom. I called my mom. I was so proud.
You got a thumbs down. She's like, "Oh, it was me actually gave me the thumbs down."
You know, I figured is that people cared enough to thumbs down. I must be doing something right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know, when it comes down to this community, there are individuals that hate slabs with a passion. And often if they see a video talking about slabs, showing slabs, they will thumb it down without even thinking, without even paying attention about the topic. They will do it. Okay?
And there are people that will, if you're talking shit about slabs too, like you see that will thumb you. It's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
So I got probably, not that I got a lot of thumbs down. Okay, the comic community is in general a very sociable.
Yeah.
But I can say that if there's one video series that got more thumbs down than anything else, well, my TV and movie reviews are not very well liked anyway. But
I like them.
My slabs series probably got more thumbs down than other stuff because you mentioned the word slab and people just like, oh, speculation, right? I can make a video talking about speculation, saying how dumb it is, but people that hate speculation, they didn't even want to hear it. They see the word speculation in the heading of the video, they thumbs it down. Okay, that's the way some of the hardcore member here is. You know, they just
when I was talking about variants, I got some thumbs down. But I think honestly, one video I have that got the most thumbs down, oddly enough, was my 15 rare video games. Maybe they didn't agree with the list.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the one I think I got like 4 or 5.
Goomba is here. Goomba213, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yeah, you know what? I watched a bunch of his videos recently. And the other one I kind of been catching up with is JLS. And I think I'll do a shameless promo for him. I think he's got a show on tonight at 8:30.
Oh, you know who I really like to watch? I've been trying to catch up on his videos. Creature.
Oh yeah,
he's a pretty good one.
He's good. I just saw a new guy right before I came on. His name is EC Ed.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
brand new.
Yeah,
and he mentioned all three of us. So if he's watching, hello Ed. I watched the video. It was pretty cool.
He's also on the EC Collectors fan page on Facebook that I'm part of. These guys have great stuff.
Yeah.
Ed is also on the CGC forum.
Okay.
EC Ed name. He's in Atlanta.
So, okay.
You know.
Okay. Is that anywhere near Charlotte?
Deadpool 2323 said, ET Nick moment is when he called out the idiot for giving him a thumbs down during his live vote for the comic book at SD Yearly Awards. Yeah.
Those awards, are they out?
I think he's tabulating the. I think the voting is supposed to be at the end of the year.
Okay.
I'm just going from memory. I could be completely wrong. Not that I pay attention. I just make the video saying who I voted for, and that's it. I didn't really watch any other people video as far as who they voted for or what. You know, it's silly. You know, I saw enough videos of people hating on it, and you know, like I said,
that's why I didn't make a video. You know, I didn't want to make a video. I mean, I contributed, but I didn't want to make a video because, you know, I was afraid the way people would perceive it. Like, oh, you didn't vote for me, so I fucking hate you. I was like, I mean, you know, I wanted to avoid that shit. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds like a really nice Hallmark card.
It's a real pick-me-upper.
Yeah, you're gonna get, you know, if it's nice gilded paper and everything, you open up and it just says "I fucking hate you" on it. Maybe a pop-up card with a middle finger that comes out.
So it's, you know, the to me, like I said, I did it more to support Mans from Beantown. I explained to some people, I said, you know, I did not plan to make any videos And then when I saw a man from Beantown who is in the chat room, put up a video, and he mentioned my name, and he nominated me, and he got he had like 3 thumbs down in the first like 30 minutes.
Oh.
And I'm just like, Jesus, you know. And let me say this for those that watch this video or watching right now, the people that bitch about this being high schoolish, your behavior is high schoolish.
Well said. Yep,
you know,
exactly.
It's like look at the mirror. The oh my God. I'm just like, do you listen to yourself?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm just like, does these people even know what hypocrites mean?
Yeah. If people are complaining that, oh, this is a popularity contest, this is like high school, I'm like, well, how do you think you're acting right now?
Yeah.
I mean, is that above what you're saying?
Exactly. It's so sad that, like I said, I said my piece about it, you know. Please don't vote for me. I don't want to win. I don't want anything. Next year, I will have a big announcement before any award. Don't vote for me.
Yeah, I don't want to participate in this contest. Yeah.
Please do not nominate me. I don't want the homecoming king. I don't want the homecoming queen. I don't want any awards. I don't want any of this stuff. You know, it's who cares? It's not a big deal. It's like nonsense. But anyhow, so yes. Lord of the Long Box said, Nick mentioned me. Did you get a thumbs down? On my videos of nominating people for the awards, I got a bunch of thumbs down right away. Yeah, it's. I'm sure it's from the same people that didn't like the awards.
You think?
You know, this community at times can be very transparent. Okay. Here's a funny story, okay? I can tell you, I've been on YouTube now in the community for 5+ years. I have unsubbed less than the people in my hand, okay? And there was a channel that I follow, and the owner of the channel make an announcement that I will not make any more comic book video.
Okay.
I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go do something else. So I unsub him. Okay, because his newer path was something not in the realm of anything I wanted to see. So I did see like 1 or 2 videos and said, this is nothing I care to sub to.
Right.
2 days later, somebody create a new account and PM me with a hate message. How dare you effing unsub me? You effing POS blah 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 blah. I'm just like, gee, I wonder who this could be. I'm like, really? Is this so secret? Did I just unsub like 50,000 people and not figure out that it's you? Unbelievable. I'm like, I laugh. I chuckle when I read the message of the guy that PM me like, you, how dare you? And I'm like, how dare I?
Was this about a month ago?
No. This is
a while ago.
This is a while ago. It was I can tell you, it was during the whole We Love Comics.
That was right before my time.
Yeah, it
yeah.
was.
You didn't miss much there, Patrick.
It was madness. We Love Comics, fighting, you know, and this channel. I subbed to this channel because he was actually a fair-minded person. He was one of those channels that make videos that talk, you know, chill everybody, you know, don't pick side, blah blah blah. So like I said, I watch and sub. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But then when he decided to go down a different path, I'm not interested in comedy skits. When you're not funny.
Well, I guess I got to scratch what I was going to do next month.
You're not going to do your comedy skits anymore?
No, I was going to do Stan Lee demanding oral sex in the shower videos.
I don't know.
demanding. You girls, get in here and satiate me.
I don't know if you could say that with applesauce in your mouth.
Yeah, so as far as my haul videos for Friday, it's a big one. It's
well, we look forward to seeing it, Nick. I'm gonna
I figure I show enough. I don't need to show in the haul video, but I'm still buying from the collection.
Mm-hmm. That's one hell of a collection, I'll tell you. Jeez,
it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot, and I pass over a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I pass over that I normally would not have, say, a year or 2 or 3 ago.
Okay.
3 years ago or 5 years ago, I would have said, I want it all.
Yeah.
That Queen song, I want it all. I want it all.
Is that the Dynamite song? I want it all.
I think it was used in a commercial recently.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Queen has no problem licensing their music.
Oh, Queen. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Queen. Yeah, but after this year, this collection was really. This collection was really hard for me to ignore, but I think I did a pretty good job of just like, no, I'm good. I'm not gonna buy everything. I don't need. It's just like I said in a video. It's easy to buy. It's a lot more work to sell.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I've been trying to like get rid of some things. You know, I mean, sometimes it's difficult. I just want to try to keep like essentials, or what I think are essentials, and just I'm saying to myself, do I need every single key book? You know, it just seems like it's a waste after a while for me. Oh, there's somebody at the door. I could hear my son downstairs barking with the dog.
Let's see. Iconic points that keep on giving. Nick probably passed on the Tech 27. No, I don't, because it had touch up. No, I wouldn't pass up on a Tech 27 restore. Hey, if anybody offered me a Detective 27 that is complete with restoration, not a problem. There is 2 books that I don't have a problem buying, even incomplete. If you give me a Detective 27 that is missing a cover, but the entire interior is complete, I would consider buying.
Mm-hmm.
If you the only time where I would not want to buy a Detective 27 incomplete is the interior is incomplete.
Yeah, okay. Like the centerfold's gone.
To me, it's just like when it's missing the page story, it just doesn't seem good enough for me. But
yeah,
I would rather buy a coverless copy with a complete interior than buying something with the missing centerfold or missing a few pages of the story where it's unreadable or unenjoyable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't pass up a Tech 27 restore. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Just like Action 1. I would do the same thing with Action 1, or I would put a few Golden Age book in that category, like All Star 8.
Mm-hmm.
I would do the same thing. But I wouldn't do it with say Batman 1. I would do a restore book. Okay, I'm not saying,
but not coverless.
But I won't do incomplete or coverless of any sort with, say, like Batman 1, Superman 1, or Wonder Woman 1, all those books. I would go with complete. Restore is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if you are into buying those mega golden grail, it's so hard to find them unrestored. And it's not like Amazing Fantasy 15 where there are 25 copies on eBay.
Yeah. That's true.
Often there's like 1 or 2. And usually the 1 or 2 that you see on eBay are there forever because they overprice crazy. So yeah, it's not an easy thing to find. You gotta take what you want.
Yeah.
You take what you can get.
Take what you can get. I agree completely. What's going on in the chat?
Knights of Old said that he would rather have a Tech 27 cover than a coverless. That's understandable. But think about this. How often do you see one that have a cover and the interior is missing something, right? It's rare. It's very rare to find a Golden Age Grail that have a cover and missing a centerfold.
Yeah.
It does happen. It does happen. I have met a few people that actually buy those books and then they spent years trying to put just like good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, it's just like.
But then you get it restored anyway. Then it becomes a married, some sort of.
There are those that are hopeful that would buy like a Tech 27 coverless, and then they hope to find a cover. I'm just like, hope to find a cover on a Tech 27.
How many Tech 27s are even out there to begin with?
Exactly.
You hope to find a cover.
Sometimes they call it married, and I always wonder about that. How does that happen?
Yeah, I mean, married is when you take pieces from two different books. You know?
Yeah.
But the thing is, how often, if you have a Tech 27 that is coverless, what is the odd that you find a Tech 27 with a cover and the interior is completely trash that you can marry?
Yeah, it's that would mean that there are so many of them out in the market where you would have that option. There's what was it? I think there's only like maybe I don't even know how many there are out in the world today, but I'm pretty sure there are very few.
Yeah, so it's hard, you know. I mean, I every time I see people that buy incomplete book and try to find something to marry to it, it seems like they never achieve that goal.
Yeah.
Almost never. I mean, it's very rare. Okay, I know a guy. In fact, I believe Filter, Patrick.
Yeah, he's up by me. Yeah.
Filter had an Action 1 that he actually married.
Wow.
He was able to buy another Action 1 and then marry together to get a restored book. Okay.
Wow.
It was, but you know, it's not. But what's end up happening is you're gonna have a bunch of pages of Action 1 that's gonna be, you know, loose because you marry two books together and what's left over is pieces.
I see those come up a lot though. People sell those a lot.
Well, it's the same books that have been flipping around.
It's the same.
I mean, the single pages.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the same single pages. I mean, sure, there are. But I know a guy that actually bought a Tech 27 incomplete and completely wrecked that book into pieces to sell piece by piece, and I pissed.
Oh man!
I was horrified.
Yeah,
I was horrified to see what he did. I'm just like, why? And he was proud of it.
Oh. I think he just thumbs you down, Nick.
It's just like, I made profit.
Yeah, that's like buying a classic car and ripping it all apart, I guess.
Yeah, and what shamed me even more is he's freaking Asian.
Uh-oh.
You know, that he deserves a kick in the nutsack.
Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold.
Yeah, you know, Nick, that video that you did earlier with the Captain America #1 that was heavily restored, it was a 9.4.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It was, but it was beautiful, and you know what? Went for a lot of money, but when you get books that old, I don't think I would mind, you know, if they were restored, as long as it's professional restoration.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, you know, I don't mind restore, but my biggest problem with restoration is I actually am not a fan of restoration that are too high grade.
Yeah.
Because you mean like
the book lose characteristic.
Okay.
Because when you have a book that look like it's newsstand fresh.
Yeah, and that one did.
It looked like it's fake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate that look. I hate that like razor sharp edge, like it's like newsstand fresh. I'm just like, no, I'd rather have a restored books that have rounded corners with some creases, something that give it characteristic.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like
I
I don't want a book that look like the cover is reprint from a printer.
Yeah.
It's that's my problem with a lot of like highly restored books is they put too much paint, too much Kardashian paint on the
I wonder how much of that book, what percentage is the original on that one you showed?
Yeah.
yeah, but they don't know. See, there's no way to tell because, like I said, they Kardashian the darn thing.
Yeah.
They just like painted over like 5
Well, you get in those professionals too. They can do that paper leafing and all that. You know, it pretty much is like reconstituting the book, and
Yeah.
that just goes a little too far.
Yeah, so it's that's my thing against. I don't have a problem with extended restoration because some books are so beat up that you need to have extensive restoration. The moment that you leaf casting,
Yeah.
to trying to like put the cover back, because let's say you have a cover that is completely split,
Yeah.
and all the corners are chew off and all that stuff, all the edge, and the only way that you can marry the front and back cover is leaf casting and all that stuff. The moment you do that, it's extensive.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. I mean, just for me, if it was up to me to choose, I would be just like, okay, do that, but please don't leaf cast all the edge and corner.
Yeah, leave the corners alone.
Yeah,
just attach the cover back, but just
leave the corner and the edge jagged and rounded. I don't care. Okay?
Yeah, I don't like when they add pieces. That's just
add pieces is leaf casting, So
Yeah.
like I said, there's no way around it when you're trying to get the front and back together when you seal a split like that. So to me, it's okay. I know some people hate the adding pieces because they think it's adding something, but guess what? You color touch is adding something. Once you restore, you're adding things, so you can't get around that. You can't get around it.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, so it's okay. Like I said, I don't mind it. The only time that I cringe at restoration is when it's razor sharp edge and corner.
Yeah, there's a guy on eBay that almost every single one of his listings says some color touch.
Some
may have been trimmed, and it's like, yeah, you may have been because you did it last night.
I don't have a problem with buying certain restored books, but what I have a problem with is that when people try to pass it off as it's not restored, or pretend to play dumb that they know it's not restored. That infuriates the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that that just drives me crazy. I lose respect for somebody when they do something like that. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. And what's weird is the way CGC views things too. Like I got a book back, and apparently the staples at some point someone had sanded them or done something to them, and it got one of the gray bars across the top that said conserved.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't detect it. I mean, I didn't get out a loop or anything and look at the staples. I didn't really ever think anyone would do that. They must have been something to them. There was no signs of rust on the paper, so
right.
You can think it was maybe sometimes the staples, they don't look shiny anymore. They just get a little bit of a dull tin look to them, and maybe someone just took a little piece of fine grit sandpaper and sanded that off. I don't know, but it got picked up, and it's fine. You get the gray bar on it. You get the gray bar, and I think some books. I think Nick, you had one on a while back with tape on it, and it didn't get a purple label, which is weird to me.
No, tape has never been viewed as restored by CGC.
No, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, well, I don't, trust me, I had made enough videos talking about that dumb topics, because my view is either treat tape the same as glue.
Yes.
Or don't. If glue is restored, then tape is restored. If you're gonna say tape is not restored, then glue is not restored.
I agree.
But I agree. I have talked about that up to time in so many videos. So it's just, I had a viewer email me today because he's fairly new to the hobby, and he saw a golden age book that is in a blue label that have small amount of color. He kind of like, oh my god, what is this? Since CGC is starting to give blue label to books with small color touch, I'm just like, no. I have been doing it since 1999.
No, calm down.
Calm down. Okay, it's not new. It's new to you. It's not new to the old geezer. No, CGC has done that because if you go back and look at some of the pedigree, like the Larson pedigree, some of the older. I said this before. CGC has done a lot of things to benefit a lot of dealers in the early days. Okay, just like writing on the covers. Do you think those My High book is gonna get 9.4, 9.6, 9.8 with pencil writing on them?
Right.
Based on Overstreet Guide. No, they will not. Okay, go back and look at any Overstreet Guide. There is no pencil writing on the cover for 9.8.
It's funny though with Overstreet, don't they allow staples to be replaced as long as they're vintage past a certain grade? Yeah.
There is a lot. There is so
much.
There is so much misconception about CGC and Overstreet.
Exactly.
And part of the misconception is CGC and CBCS saying and doing things as if they are adhering to Overstreet Guide when they are not.
They're not. Nope.
When you do different standards.
Yes, it is completely different standard. I mean, I would say the word completely different standard because it is. It is because, you know, for CGC, I had the explanation to people a while ago. I'm just like, CGC, if you look at how strict Overstreet is with writing on the covers, CGC from the early days wanted to go the signature series, right? So they had to come up with a way to approve and be okay with writing on the covers.
Yeah.
And they started out with a lot of Golden Age books from the My High pedigree that have writing on them. Same thing with other pedigree. There are pedigrees out there, high grades, that have late writings on the covers.
Yeah.
And they do away with like, oh, you can't have writing on 9.8 or 9.6. Guess what? They have it. And then that's a migration to be able to write on the covers and get 9.8. You know, it's
well, what is Overstreet?
Business reason.
What does Overstreet say about date stamps or store stamps on books? Do they hurt the grade for that? I know CGC doesn't, and that's what I find so amusing. I watch some videos and they'll talk about how they don't want to get low grade books. Then they'll show off a book that has one of those stamps all over it, and just because CGC doesn't recognize it as really doing that much to the book, it's like nothing. When really, in reality, Overstreet, it does affect. It does affect.
No, it's you know, the long. I think if you're in this hobby long enough, as most of us have, you understand that there is a big difference in the grading standard of CBCS, CGC, or Overstreet.
Oh, yeah, big difference.
Anyone that think otherwise are just not in the hobby long enough. Okay? That's to say politely, you know, to say that, you know, you haven't been around the block long enough to understand it. But if you look, compare, and contrast, you see it's not the same.
Right.
So stop acting as if they are the same. That's my biggest frustration is when people say, "Oh, this should be this should be that." I'm like, it should be nothing. They don't go by Overstreet guys, so why should, you know? It's not the same.
It's totally different. Totally different.
Yeah, I mean, you know, try reading the Overstreet. You'll see. You'll see the big difference.
And the funny thing is, if you go to CBCS headquarters, they have Overstreet grading guides everywhere.
Do they have a statue of Robert Overstreet with a fountain, like, you know, holding an Action 1 in his hand or something like that?
Yeah, no, it's to me, Overstreet is probably the biggest missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Like when CGC launched their service back in 1999, Overstreet could have become the biggest boys on the block by doing something similar. But instead, they took the advertising money from CGC to put CGC ad in the Overstreet guide and do nothing.
Yeah.
Holy cow, what the heck was that? Okay. It's
talk about a missed opportunity.
Huge. I mean, you're not talking about 1 year, you're talking about a decade plus. It's just
and look, all that came out. Yeah, it's CBC. Yes,
what was the first Overstreet? Was it 74?
No, 70. 70.
Oh, 1970?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can tell by
the start they had.
Well, you
What's
can
that?
tell by the age of the Overstreet by the number. Like, you know, if Overstreet 10 is 1980,
Okay.
Overstreet 33 is 1983. You know, whatever. So yeah, it's every 10 years. You know, so well, Overstreet 33 would be 2013.
Yeah, you got to work on your math there, Nick.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
math is so
yeah.
bad.
Come on, let's go. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you've been.
No, Nick writes software to detect things like that.
Exactly. I want software to do all the math for me.
No, those are those math mistakes. Those are the kind that I make. I'm okay to do that. I'm a completely different major, so I can make stupid mistakes like that.
Yeah, the first Overstreet is pretty cool. I have it. It's
Yeah.
a cool item to have.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably one of those few items that I would probably will never sell. It will stay in my collection until the end, as far as, you know, because it's a fairly rare item to have.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool to have.
Yeah. No, it's fun if you can get your hands on the setup Overstreet, right?
Uh-huh.
You can read interesting articles about what the dealers think about CGC. Get yourself an Overstreet from 1999 and 2000. It's good reading.
Oh.
Because it provides the insight of how some dealer think it's the worst thing. Some dealer think it's gonna be like a cool thing, and you know, hey, it's all about making money. Okay?
Well, when I came back to the hobby and I saw those slabs up on the wall, I honestly thought it was a good idea. I'm like, oh, okay, it's protected. It's got an actual grade on it. That's, you know, and it's not as debatable. I thought it was a pretty good thing.
I still think it is a good thing for people that either don't want to learn, or sometimes maybe they just aren't. They're not confident in their skills enough to go to a con and buy a raw book. I think what it does is it gets rid of a lot of these guys that you talked about that used to color touch books and tear seals and kind of sneakily do things and then pass it off. And you get somebody that's maybe younger or newer to the hobby, and they see, you know, they see this great book, and it would be one thing if he sold it to them for a lower price. But these guys weren't doing that back before CGC came out. And I think that's the real deep reason why a lot of dealers don't like CGC, because that chicanery has gone away. They can't do that anymore. The other part of it is a lot of the guys are older and they don't understand how the whole thing works. And it would require them to get off a stool and actually work.
I mean, I think for the new collector that's untrained in detecting detecting a restoration, I'm willing to bet you have more restored books in your collection than you know.
Oh, yeah.
Going to cons, not knowing what to look for, thinking, oh, wow, that book on the wall is $40, I'll take it. And not knowing that there might be a little color touch here or a little trim there. You just, you know, the untrained eye, not knowing what questions to ask, not knowing what to do.
I think a lot of guys, too, they get books at either shows or even on eBay, and they never take them out of the Mylar or out of the bag. It goes into their box or shelf, and they never look at it. And if they took those books down and counted pages, if they look for the value stamps, if, you know, there's stuff wrong with some of those books, and they never look at it, you don't know.
When I was a new collector back in like the early 90s, when I bought that Punisher book, the Amazing 129, I didn't know to open it up and see if there was a value stamp in there. I didn't know anything about it. Fortunately, there was, but that could be a mistake that a lot of guys, I'm sure a lot of guys made back in the day. That
missing centerfolds is real common.
Yeah. You count that's why I say count the pages. Go onto mycomicshop.com where they have the little info where they say how many pages each book is. Count them. Just to be sure. You never know.
Good resources. Yes, very good. Speaking of grading, okay, before you go, Anthony, I have a funny story, okay?
Oh, I'm here. I'm here. Little Reaper's only screaming a little bit, so I'm ignoring him.
Since I have been on YouTube for 5+ years, I have been approached many times by people wanting to do something with my grading skills. Mm-hmm. Some people approach me wanting to make a DVD series.
Oh, wow.
To sell at convention. A few people has approached me with there's a bunch, okay?
Did Stan Lee approach you?
No.
In the shower saying, hey, you know.
Last year, 2 software company that want to do application, okay? Mm-hmm. One is web-based, one is smartphone-based. And every time anybody approach me, I always say, I can help you. I'm willing to give you feedback. You can watch my videos. You can do whatever you want. It's free. But I am not your customer. Let's make it very clear. Okay? Let's make it very clear. I am not your customer. But these companies want my help.
Right.
My feedback, my opinion. So I give them my free time. I answer email. I look at their demo, but in the end, like for example, that smartphone, the one you download into your smartphone to use.
Okay.
I told the guy, I'm like, I know how to grade. I'm not going to thumb through a smartphone and tap on some button and enter in the laws and doing all this to figure out what grade it is. It's not for me. I mean, if it's for somebody else out there that willing to pay you $9.99 for the software, good luck for you. Congratulations. But I am not that guy.
Yeah.
Okay? And another company have a bunch of videos online, like on the web. You pay to see the videos and all that stuff. Same thing. Okay? My opinion is, good luck. You put a lot of effort into this beautiful video, but I'm not logging in to any place to check out any tutorial. I don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
okay. Needless to say, anybody that asks me for my help want me to endorse them.
Yeah.
To promote them on my channel. And I refuse because really, I don't get paid for this. I donated my free time to help every one of these companies. Okay, there is no monetary compensation to me. Okay, nobody's saying, Nick, if I sell a copy for 99 cents or $1, whatever it is, you get 10 cents. Nobody give me a nickel or a penny of anything for all the free time I put in to help. Okay, none.
Right.
None.
Of course.
I even write reviews for them just to be nice. And one guy got so mad, the guy with the smartphone got so mad at me. He wrote me a long, lengthy email. He's so disgusted with me. He's so disappointed with me.
Oh, God.
He disgusted. How can I treat him this way? Treat you what way?
Maybe he's your thumbs down troll.
What way do I need to make it right?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I told you, I'm not using your product. I'm not some freaking idiot that need to tap on the freaking phone to get my grade. Come on, it's just like you're not paying me.
Yeah. Yeah. But
why should I put a ban up say go here and buy his product?
Yeah.
What the frack? I'm unsubbing you, this and that, and I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, first of all, you never watch or comment in any videos. You joined my channel for one thing, my help to get the software running. So I'm just like, get out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, I've been trying. I don't need any extra help with grading. I've been practicing. My local comic book shop guy, we run through books that he gets in collections. He sends them off to CGC. I'm fairly accurate. I'm getting good at it. I don't need to get some freaking app or anything like that or endorse anything. I wouldn't have to endorse anything. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So if you guys need an app to learn how to grade, they are out there, and I can guarantee you that app is the one I'm talking about. I'm not going to give I'm not going to give him the benefit of mentioning his name because it's insulting to me that he even like, I am insulted that you missed me.
Screw him.
I asked you to mention me. No, I'm not giving you any airtime.
Yeah. Listen, the professor in me is just want to say, hey, if you want to learn about grading, figure it out. Do some research, do it yourself. If you learn to do it yourself, you'll be able to buy the books that the condition that you think they're going to be in, and without any hiccups of buying restored books, if that makes you want to blow your brains out if you find out that you have one, or anything like that. Learn, and it enriches the hobby too. It enriches yourself. I mean, figure it out.
My the funny thing is, you know, all these guys, like I said, there's multiple companies, not just
Yeah.
one. Not just
Oh yeah.
I'm just like, dude, okay, my videos are free here. Okay, my tutorial is free. My email is free. I got plenty of people emailing me on grading opinion all the time.
Yeah.
Free. So no, I'm not gonna promote a paying product. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
It's just like, no, I'm not doing that. You know, no.
Was this recently, Nick? Was this recently?
Last year.
Last year. Okay, so fairly recent. Yeah.
But it's been going on since the very first, you know. But like I said, the previous few years, it has been people that came and go. They ask for my help, and then for whatever reason, they disappear, which is fine. But last year was a year where the few companies that approached me was they're going all the way to the end. Okay.
Yeah.
And once they get to the end, you know, they want me to help them get bigger or launch the product. I'm just like, no. You want to launch a product, you start your own YouTube channel and you do your promotion. Okay.
A lot of these guys, they see our videos, they figure there's money to be made. They try to attach themselves to some people that are highly respectable in the community, thinking, hey, if this person endorses my product, well, all the people that watch these videos or all the people that do this and that will start buying our product.
Yeah.
There are definitely people like that in the community that.
No, it bothers me that they thought that, you know, like I said, I never asked for anything to help them. And I never once said, you know, what am I getting for this? You know, so I gave free advice and opinion all the way through. But at the same time, I made it very clear, I will not buy your product.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. I don't need to have a software on my iPhone to learn how to grade. Get it? Okay. I will never do that. And then yet they keep saying, why don't I what?
Yeah,
I already help you with the product. I ain't gonna buy it. I ain't gonna promote it. You know, it's
I want less time with this.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I find myself so glued to it.
I never saw this again, I would be happy. I hate these things.
Because, you know, to be blunt, I thought the whole freaking idea was freaking stupid. You know, I'm not gonna buy an app for my iPhone and stand at the convention hall and enter in 5 pieces, a 1/4 millimeter long.
Yep.
A dot of stain about the size of a penny on the back cover.
Yeah, is there any tape on this? Ooh, tape.
Well, that's the funny thing. You're really doing all the legwork. I don't, you know, it doesn't make any sense. It just take that and figure it out.
No, it's like I said, it's tough. Like I said, I got peeved. I got riled up when I read that email when that guy said, I am disgusted with you. I'm going to unsub you and this and that. I'm just like, go frack off. Go frack off. Okay? So that's my funny story, Anthony. Okay?
I enjoyed it. But no, I agree with you. I mean, it's ridiculous.
So make it very clear, anybody that watch this, don't ever approach me with helping you again. I'm not helping anybody on.
You're gonna get the real F-bombs the next time you ask.
Yeah, I'm not helping anybody creating any grading software ever again. I'm done. I'm done with that. Okay, no more, because I've been playing nice for many years now, and I don't get anything in return but grief. Because I was telling my wife, there's 3 companies. If I endorse one, the other 2 will be pissed off. There's no win. There is no win, and to be honest, all 3 products I cannot support because all 3 are flawed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just like, even they admit it. Oh yeah, we can't cover everything. Grading is subjective. It's too many flaws, and I'm just like, and your product is iffy. You know, it's just like I don't need to thumb through the damn iPhone for anything, or go to a website to watch video, all that stuff. I'm just like, no, it's hard. I mean, I understand they have a business goal to do and all that, and good luck to them. That's what I said. Good luck to you. I'm not your customer. You know, if you want to promote it, do it yourself.
Yeah, do the work.
Yeah, start your own channel. Don't trying to piggyback my subscriber. Okay.
That's what it is, though. I mean, like I said, I think a lot of people, even dealers, watch our channels and figure, look at this haul. There's money here. Oh, let me get a little friendly with this person. Let me send some books. Let me make some comments.
Yeah. No. So anyhow, it's 8:08, folks. It's time for me to say goodbye and good night.
Good story, Nick. Good story.
It's been fun.
Yes.
if you can do it, like I said, whenever you want, as well as people in the chat room, there's always room for someone beside Patrick. If Dr. Von Schiller ever get his camera up and running, I'm sure Patrick and I would love to have Dr. Von Schiller in the house, in the chisel. Okay?
Yeah,
What's your schedule like, Anthony?
Yeah, they're getting really sick of having me on.
No, not at all.
I sit on the chair that says Dr. Von Schiller, but it's X'd out. Then they put Reaper Tate on the bottom of it.
We're gonna have a cut-out board for you, Anthony. We're gonna cut you out, okay?
When is your? Do you get your schedule already, Anthony? Do you know?
Whoa, yeah, absolutely. I got it already. I'm good on Wednesdays.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, just last semester was just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. As sometimes fall semesters are.
Well, thank you, everyone in the chat.
Take care, everyone. Thank you guys for having me on.
If you want to be on the show, just PM me, and you can be on the show just like Anthony. And then when Anthony returns, we can have a 4-ways.
Whoa! Be careful.
You'd be
you gotta be careful. Last time someone heard that, they filed a suit against Stan Lee.
A 4-ways, yeah. 4-ways, yeah.
It's scary.
Oh boy!
All right, folks. Good
I thought
night.
this was G-rated.
Bye, everyone.
Take care. Bye bye.
All right. We are off the chat, guys.